Got to have the hat tip.
Back at it again, liar time. I don't know why I'm still here. Alright. What do I do now? I can't believe Maya and I were actually found guilty.
We've got to save Maya.
This trial need not be drawn out any longer. Defense has failed to counter the charge. Yay.
I'm sure it will get better.
I'm not. But, I mean, you aren't the ones playing it, so... It's not like it affects you guys very much.
Oh, that's right. We died.
It's right. Ollie, I saw the whole trial. No shit. It's going to happen to Miss Maya now. Worried about that too, but right now... we need to wait for a thing to load. Okay. One more thing to report. What's up? Dagger...
This is a visual novel, so we are secondary players.
But you don't need to, like, actually think about anything. And you don't need to read any of the lines out loud. So... no, not really. You're still out on that one, so to speak.
YouTube demands that I watch this in 240p. Lovely.
Really? I can go up to 720.
You don't need to either.
But you guys want me to play it, so I have to. You know?
Leave the thinking to us.
Oh no, I'd rather not. If we can get to the bottom of Acolyte Zealot's murder, might give me the ammunition I need to return my
if it's any higher.
Really? Have you tried Twitch? Let me help you investigate. Just sure, whatever.
So
kid.
what is going on? I forgot everything.
Maya was found guilty. Now we need to figure out who the dagger what's up with the dagger that was found, which apparently belongs to the lady pants that murdered the other dude. And whatever, fuck it. I don't give a shit. I wish I knew what to do. Dots. Why is she so down? Huh?
Ah yes, that was a big waste of time.
Isn't that? Your benevolence. Nuts. Oh, by the way, let me make a big prediction about what's going to happen in the course of this game. Like, not this trial, but overall course of this game. And I'm predicting that in the last trial we're going to be fighting against her father, and then, like, it's going to turn out that he's doing some real bad shit, and she's like, what? Daddy, how could you ever do this? I trusted you.
She's sad because she can't kill you yet.
And then, turns out like he was some real asshole, and he only made the Defense Culpability Act to be more of a dick, a tyrannical dick and stuff, and that's gonna be the thing. And then they're gonna be like, whoa, maybe lawyers are actually a good thing. Oh my god.
Well, that is obvious.
And then, you know. Anyway, whatever. And she's like gonna testify against her dad or something.
She's too cute to be a bad guy.
Princess Rayfa? Huh? Oh, it's you again. You dick. Dead lawyer walking, guilty of abetting a murderer under the Defense Culpability Act. See, she hasn't lost any of her charm. Dots. Sad dots. Why the long face? Thought you'd be glad I was found guilty under the DC Act. In no mood to take joy in your suffering. For I was unable to defeat you and had to leave the job to others. Failed in my sacred duty as the royal priestess. Guess that answers my question.
Dots convey sadness like nothing else.
Mm-hmm. remember to, like, sprinkle dots all over your writing whenever you're writing a story. That's, like, the amount of dots is directly correlated to how good your story is. Except it's in the inverse. Boy. Man, all these flashbacks sure are necessary. More dots.
That's why teens use so many commas. They are extremely sad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, can't bear to see her looking so sad like this, though. Your benevolence in the next trial. I'm gonna let you win. You're benevolent! Huh? Oh, barbed head.
I mean not commas, triple dots.
Thought you had already begun your journey to the Twilight Realm. Not dead yet. Still have an investigation to do for tomorrow's trial. What? Do you mean to say you have not given up yet? What? That's right. It's video games. But why? Why? Why are we still here? Just to suffer. A time I've wasted. The games I've played. Feels like they're still there.
Edgeworth.
Why do you refuse to give up? I cannot fathom such obstinacy. Investigate all you want. I give not a shit. You really don't give a shit? Okay. But aren't you worried that a lawyer backed into a corner by the DC Act might do something desperate, like forge evidence? What? If I left unsupervised, I'd be free to do whatever I wanted, you know? Okay, now to see if she takes the bait. I see your point. Barbed head. Yeah. I know what happened yesterday. You perpetrated some sort of fraud or other misdeed while I was not watching. Huh? That explains why I must understood the voice of the High Priest's soul. Of course, it's the only explanation. Alright. I must not allow you to sully your sacred hall of justice with your misdeeds ever again. Therefore, today I will be monitoring your every move once more. I will not fail to spot your misdeeds this time. The moment I see anything out of the ordinary, I will send you straight to prison. And you, boy, do not throw your lot in with this foreign devil.
Hooray, our companion is back.
You're benevolent. It's okay, Albie, you don't need to worry about me. I'll be back before you know it. Now piss off, kid. First, I should probably lighten my load a bit, if you know what I mean. Albie, would you mind holding on to some nuts for me? Of course not. I'm always glad to help. Unnecessary nuts unloaded onto Albie. May the Holy Mother's blessing be upon you. Okay, bye. Let's go. But first, let's talk to this lady. I wish we could eat some burgers with Maya right now. Like, that would be good. That boy has grown far too close to you. He will require re-education if he persists in befriending lawyers.
Must you say such a thing while underage kids are on the screen?
I don't care. Re-education? What exactly does that entail? Well, we call it a camp where you concentrate. A sort of concentration camp, if you will. It's very good for kids. How's that re-education? Sounds more like torture to me. Barbed head, you have an investigation to conduct, do you not? Get on with it. Sure, whatever. What? Would you have preferred that our tour guide Boyd tag along instead? Huh? It would appear I've read your mind moves accurately. Okay. Let's move it. Yeah. Looks like the police already finished their thingy. Yay. Actually, I'm gonna put these away.
Crunch.
We need an emote for like when I'm eating stuff. I think someone will be killed here. A place devoted to prayer. Unbelievable. Body outline. Flowers? Did someone leave them here in memory of the deceased? There's something different
Put
about
them
the prayer
away
facts
in your
today.
mouth.
As the high priest's disciple, acolyte Zealot was utterly devoted to his training. First high priest and now his devoted disciple. My fail will pay for this. She will pat for this. Just keep trying to tell you, Maya has nothing to do with any of this. You can prove this. How? What do you think I'm doing here? Gathering dirt and dust for the trial? You and your smart mouth is precisely why you and your lawyer like her so ilk her so whatever. What's up, dude? Hey, a character I actually enjoy talking to. Hello. It's that detective from your country again. It's a princess. You seem displeased that I'm here. Oh, no, don't be silly. Mr. Wright, I'm sorry about what happened to Maya. It's not your fault, Emma. You were just doing your job. I'd just done mine. Mr. Wright, it's no use crying over spilt milk. Isn't that supposed to be spilt and not spilled? Would you mind telling me what you know about the murder? It's do or die in court tomorrow, and I mean that literally. Gladly, I'll help in any way I can. Remember, I have my eyes on the both of you, so see to it that you commit no misdeeds. Of course not. Talk to a professional here. Kid. Actually, fun fact.
Now when are we gonna see old bag?
Oh, dude, she's gonna show up for sure. Fun fact, like, Emma's case, the first case she is introduced in, is a case that was not in the original first version of Ace Attorney. It was added later, so some versions don't have it. Don't have the cases where she was introduced. Anyway, let's see. How about starting with an overview of what happened? Sure. The victim is Priya Zealot, who is the high priest's disciple. His body was discovered around noon today, right after the rite wrapped up. So, during the high priest's murder trial.
That's interesting.
That's right. Apparently he had been there praying since the day before the rite even started. Talk
And
about
is
serious
it a good
devotion.
case?
It's okay. Like, okay, so Ace Attorney games all have this same kind of progression, where the farther you get in the game overall, the longer the cases become, which is usually a bad thing overall. Like, it makes the cases drag on about, like, fucking stupid bullshit, and I'm already getting tired here. So her case is really long, but it's like it's not a bad one, I guess. It's just like, I wish the cases were shorter. The best cases are usually the first two or so, and we're already past that. Yeah, barely lasted a few minutes. This is a picture of Mr. Zealot's body. Wow, that must have hurt. The dagger in his upper back looks like it would have been particularly painful.
Got her up the difficulty somehow.
It's not upping the difficulty, it's just testing your patience. And I don't care for that in any game. It feels like this, to me it's comparable to grinding in RPGs and stuff. It's just like, that's not asking for skill, that's just making it boring. Is that a tattoo on the back of his neck? It's peach-shaped. Everyone started leaving when the praying was finally done, but the victim remained bent over in prayer, and when they went over to check on him, they discovered he was dead, right? How do you not see that fucking giant dagger sticking out of him, like, immediately?
But then it would probably be anticlimactic.
Do they have, like, do these people have, like, the fucking visual, visual area of a guard in Metal Gear or something? The estimated time of death is May 9th, sometime
Some
between
people
the
might
start
like
of the
it, I
rites and the
guess.
discovery of the High Priest's body. In other words, we believe the crime took place
Prayer
during the
blanket
purification rite. And the murder weapon was the same ceremonial dagger that killed the High Priest. The prosecution believes Maya came down the stairs after killing the High Priest, and then stabbed Mr. Zealot with the same dagger. Circumstantial evidence does point to Maya, but what about the cause of death? He apparently died instantly from the dagger that was left thrust in his upper back. Here's the autopsy report.
They have tunnel vision like you.
Feel like my tunnel vision isn't so bad. Estimated time of death, we say? How can you know such a thing? I want to know! Well, Barbed Head, out with it! Oh, so the Princess of the Spirit Medium Kingdom is interested in forensic science? No interest in... I have no interest is science, forensic or otherwise. Nevertheless, I will someday be queen. As such, it will be wise to know what silly things the common folk believe in. There's nothing silly about it. I'll have you know, even Prosecutor Shadmali holds forensics in high regard. Does he?
What a trash game.
Perhaps I should not underestimate the power of science. Still, I suppose it is nothing much compared to the divination seance. She really doesn't have an adorable bone in her body. Emma, I think she's actually interested. Would you mind explaining it to her? I guess I have to now.
What a complete myth.
Okay, there are many ways to estimate the
I
time
can't
of death.
believe they didn't catch all those grammar errors.
Yeah, it's like really bad in this game. How many have we caught so far? Like 10 or something? This is just like from casual reading. I'm not even proofreading this right now. But the most well-known method uses the change in body temperature. Interesting. Body temperature drops at a steady rate from the moment a person dies. It means we can tell how long someone's been dead by measuring their temperature. I see. That was quite enlightening. Barbed Head, present your forehead now. What? Why?
I suppose that's the price you pay for having long cases.
You feel just a little over 95 degrees. Seems you're not dead yet. Of course I'm not. It's but a jest. After all, you're still the dead lawyer walking. Don't see the humor in any of this. Were there any witnesses? With so many people here at the plaza, you'd think somebody would have seen something. Think so, wouldn't you? But we haven't found a single witness. How's that even possible? Because everyone was bent over, utterly
It was a
devoted to prayer,
bamboozle.
naturally. Oh, right, the back-shattering pose that nearly killed me. Still, you'd think someone would have noticed something. I thought so too, but with the monk's scarf he had on, no one could see the dagger in his upper back. Plus, everyone was so absorbed in prayer, they didn't see or hear anything. Can't believe this. What you choose to believe is your choice, but the fact remains there were no witnesses. However, there is one piece of irrefutable evidence. The dagger. Spoiler. Sadly, yes. I just wanted to say spoiler. It's a fun thing to say. Similar to lizard. Could you tell me about the murder weapon? And murder. That's another one. The killer used the Warbard
That's not
dagger.
enough.
Knife is another good one, yeah. Legendary weapon of Lady Kira. Was discovered impaled in the victim's upper back. The accused's fingerprints were found on the dagger, were they not? Yep, they sure were. Man, I've been tired all day, but specifically on my way back home, fucking an hour ago, I drank a coffee to not be tired during the stream, but I guess, fuck. With such irrefutable evidence, there is no questioning the accused's guilt. Not so fast. What about a motive? I had no reason to kill Acolyte Zealot. What do the police think about this matter?
should have had a coffer.
I had no reason to kill Acolyte Zealot.
Your body decides it's late enough to go to sleep.
So you say, but I've gotten used to a sleeping routine where I go to bed at 1 o'clock now. So it's a long time till bedtime. So you say, but let us now hear what the police think about the matter. Why was this dialogue repeated? Please believe Maya is the Lady Kira figure who has been battling the rebels, and since Mr. Zealot was a disciple of the High Priest who turned out to be a rebel...
My body always says it's time to sleep.
He too was likely a rebel and therefore met the same untimely demise as his teacher.
I believe it's judgment.
Is it? Alright. Yes, that is how the police currently view this crime. There's no way Maya is that Lady Kira vigilante. I agree on a personal level, but the police are just going with what today's trial concluded. Yeah. I really blew it in court today. You blew it. Now I want to watch Tim and Eric again. Fuck yeah, badge again. Okay. Same thing still. Never mind then. What do we have for evidence? So much evidence, holy shit. There was something different about this. Namely that. This prayer flag looks much newer than the rest.
Had a case on trial of Tim Heidecker.
Did you actually watch that trial? Like, okay, for those that don't know, Tim Heidecker is doing a show called On Cinema at the Cinema, which is basically a fake movie review show where they quote-unquote review recent movies, but it's all improv, like, it's all sketches.
I watched a bit of it.
And recently, like, Tim plays like a weird rocker dude who's like complete douchebag and uses all of his friends and like causes all sorts of stupid bullshit to happen, and he got into a court case. And recently they put out an actual court case, like filmed as an actual, like a real film, a real court case. It was like 3 hours long. Like a sketch the entire way through, all staged, but like filmed like in a real trial. And that's some fucking dedication right there. Anyway, that's the context of his joke. Your benevolence, what does it say here? The dearest wishes of our subjects are written upon these prayer flags. Reading the prayers of others is considered rude, but if you must know. It says, at the usual spot, bring grub, the key to.
Thank you for enlightening me.
That is one of the more direct and practical prayers I've ever seen. I wonder if it's even a prayer. It's not. So these flowers were left here in memory of Acolyte Zealot. What are they called? They're known as Namanda, and they are given to express sorrow when a life is lost. Seems offering flowers in memory of the dead is a universal practice.
That's how a prayer should be done.
I should pray not to play shitty games. Alright. There's no trace of blood on the ground, though. The fact that there's so little bleeding could mean it was a single stab to a vital point. Not that that would have been very difficult, considering the position he was in. Always said these are called prayer flags, and the prayers written on them are... No, please don't do that. If I were to pray for something, it would be for me not to get dragged into any more trouble.
Games.
To think I would witness a lorry being allowed to pass through the sacred gate. Yeah, well, I wouldn't unless I had to. The stairs were brutal to climb. What's this? You even know how many monks would give their lives to pass through that gate? Be thankful for the great honor you've been afforded. Yeah, sure, whatever, man. Acolyte Zealot was killed in prayer pose with his head bent over like that. The last thing he saw must have been this rug. It is a prayer rug woven by devout monks. May the Holy Mother's blessing be upon this departed soul. Strange that there are no bloodstains, though. Perhaps it was so cold his blood froze. Perhaps it was absorbed by his vestment. It is pretty cold. Maybe the blood really did just freeze inside his body. Nope. Okay, that message on the prayer flag seems a little weird, but I think I've seen everything there is to see around here. You have not found or heard anything of particular worth. Are you ready to give up? Nah, I'm not calling it quits yet. Even though I would like to be playing ahead of time right now. Does it look like you have any hope of winning, Mr. Wright? Emma, can't really say at this point. All I know is I have to keep investigating. Where are you two sneaks up to?
Evidence.
I would advise you to get back to work if you're done here, Detective. Otherwise, I'll report you to Prosecutor Shitmati for dereliction of duty. I'm going. Well, see you later, Mr. Wright. And good luck. Should really pay a visit to everyone and every place connected with this case. Okay. Let's go visit Maya. Or not. Let's go visit Lady Pants. Hello, I'm sorry to bother you again, but there's a new envelope in the trash. Oh, it's you. Barbed head. You're not contemplating casting suspicion upon Lady Believe, are you? Believe it!
I bet she did it.
She lost her beloved husband, and now Acolyte Zealot, who was like a son to her. Of course I'm not, but since she was close to both victims, I wanted to hear what she has to say. Very well. And then there is the fact that Lady Kira didn't attack Mrs. Enemy. That probably means she isn't a rebel. Is this about poor Pere? Oh, I'm sorry, but I don't think I can talk about that right now. But what about Maya? She's innocent. Maya, I heard she was found guilty. First my dear husband, now Pere. Jimmy, you don't really believe that Maya's the killer, do you? I don't know. But that was the verdict, so what else can I believe? What am I to do? The verdict was already reached in your husband's case. But the truth of the matter is yet to be found. How can you be so sure? Because I believe that Maya is innocent. That's all I have right now, my faith in her. So please, let me understand. So you're defending her based solely on faith? Even though you'll be punished for abetting the accused? That's right. For me, as a religious person, that's completely not understandable. Your faith has moved me, I'll tell you what I can. Are you sure about this, Lady Believe? My lovely wife is also a devout follower of Crainism. As such, she is not one to make light of another's faith. But if I find that you've lied about your faith in my faith's innocence, I shall curse your entire family. Hey, leave Athena and Apollo alone, buddy. Alright, what's up? How did Acolyte Zealot end up living here as your husband's disciple? About 2 years ago. Everything's 2 years ago in this. While my husband was at a spiritual retreat in the mountains, he came across prey collapsed on the ground. That's when he brought him here. We're always one to help those in need, weren't you, dear? And he'd been living here ever since.
2 years ago I was Chinese.
Yeah. About 2 years ago, that's around the same time I arrived in Korea. Yep, he was born in a poor village and had nowhere to call home. My husband felt pity for the boy, so he took him in as his disciple. But not only as his disciple, he was like a member of our family, too. I see. If this is where Acolyte Zealot lived, there might be something I could learn about him lying around here. Check this. What is this? It's a Torny badge used in my country. Okay, we've seen this. Lame. Time to dig in the garbage. Barbed head, it appears you're quite fond of rummaging through the garbage. Just thought there might be some other important piece of evidence in here. Oh, is that right? Look, I'm not doing this for fun, really. Doesn't look like there's anything else of interest in there. What are you talking about? See that right there?
Trash.
Oh, fine, whatever, fuck it. Nothing interesting here. Nothing that. Pictures of the Queen and her husband, the Justice Minister of Crayon. Yes, my mother and my father. Me know. What do you think? You do not possess an awe-inspiring air. Oh, terrifying is more the word I would use. Well, yeah, sure. Whatever.
Mama and the daddy.
I don't see anything else. Checkers. Yeah, I think you got everything here.
Check the checkers.
It's already a thing I looked at. Okay. I don't even know what else. Nothing here either. Ah, Jesus, this is already painful, isn't it? I must have missed something. Let's go back. Yes.
I guess the envelope
missed
was
this one.
just an envelope until some flag is triggered.
Photo of the High Priest, his wife, Acolyte Zealot, and Maya. Since Maya is in it, it must have been taken the day before the rite. Should ask Mrs. Emmy about it. Yay, pixel hunting. My favorite. Alright, think that this will be their final family photo. No good Maya Fey has some nerve. I mean, here she is posing with the two men who she'd soon kill. I beg to differ. Fucko. That smile of hers does not fool me. Sends a demon abiding malice. Okay. What? Oh, I need to present it, I guess. Can I ask you about this photo? It was taken during the Feast of Blessings, the day before the rite was held. Feast of Blessings?
Give her a present.
Feast of Blessings. Would you mind telling me a little more about it? This photo was taken during the Feast of Blessings. Yes, we know. Fuck. Why are you gonna repeat dialogue all the time? What's the point of this? Yes, it is forbidden to eat during the days of the rite, so the day before it's performed, we enjoy dishes full of gingeal, an herb known to strengthen the body and mind. An herb. You love the gingeal-based dishes I make, didn't you, dear?
Phoenix's snake.
Gingeal, I heard you can go 3 days without sleeping after eating some.
Gotta repeat questions.
Yes, but many foreigners don't care for it because of its
Repeat.
strong smell. It's actually a general Japanese thingy, like in usual conversation, it's like if you wanna... Okay, so here's a fun fact about Japanese. Like way more so than in English and other languages, you're supposed to interject like lots of things like what we say, like mm-hmm and uh-huh and yeah and so on, to like encourage the other person to keep going. And a part of that is like repeating small fragments that they said in order to urge them to continue on and stuff. It's just considered polite. And for some reason, translators decided to just keep that shit in, even though it sounds really fucking stupid. Anyway, whatever. Many foreigners don't care for it because of its strong smell. Our customs say that these dishes can only be eaten the day before the purification rite, and only between noon and 3 p.m. Why is this important? That's pretty specific. Is it because the smell is too strong?
If only they had kept the honorifics.
It
A very
would be
good guess,
impolite.
indeed. It is to ensure the smell is gone by the time Lady Kira is welcomed the next day. Oh, is it really that strong? Come to think of it,
Monster
the evening before the Merida. An overwhelming odor was all over town. It was like a cross between garlic and mint. That sounds gross. After the Feast of Blessings, Prey went over the plaza to begin his supplication. I never thought that would be the last time I would see him. What was Maya doing at the time? Shortly after Prey left, she went to the temple to prepare for the rite. I don't know what she did after that. I need a tissue. Where's fucking... That's not tissues. Do I really not have any on hand? Fuck. Hold on a sec.
The food killed him. Case closed.
Too much garlic. Alternatively, Wario busted in and stole all the garlic, and then he couldn't eat and he died of hunger pains.
Did you blow your load?
No.
Your video
My
game
nose is running.
allergies hitting you again.
Yeah. They really act up when I'm very bored. Okay.
Wario transformed into Kira and stabbed him.
Hey, now there we go. That's some good theories. So Acolyte's lot went out to pray the afternoon before the rite.
Then he went to the next stage.
According to the newspaper, on the day before the rites, the plaza was so cold the whole place had iced over. That doesn't sound very likely then. Prey always prayed a lot, far more than anyone I have ever known. He's a devout young man whose faith is twice as strong as others. I don't know why, but that's kind of intimidating to me. I thought I'd have made more progress by now, but I haven't come across any particularly insightful information even here. You seem disappointed. Mrs. Sigma, is there anything else you could tell me? Forgive me, but if I keep thinking about those two any longer... Barbed head, you fuck. Yeah, whatever. Thanks and stuff. See ya. Think it's about time to prepare yourself for the inevitable, don't you? Okay. What else? I guess now we go to detention stuff. So many dots in this game, holy shit. Maya sure looks tired, just like me. I'm so sorry, Maya.
I like the way the game tells you're at the right location by telling you what day it is.
I failed to defend you during that trial earlier today. I'm sorry too, Nick. Never meant to get caught up in his own mess. Even worse, I got you caught up in it too, and you were convicted under that stupid law. Nick, you should really withdraw from this case. It's already too late, though. Maybe they'll even commute your sentence if you do. I'd never abandon you like that. Might not believe me, but I'm going to pull off the win somehow. It's not like I don't believe in you, it's just... Don't worry. Haha. Maybe this extra day in court is a blessing. Use it to our advantage. We'll turn this trial inside out and upside down, you'll see. Okay. You're awfully quiet, bitch. It is only a matter of time until your executions are carried out. I simply thought it would allow you to a good talk. I would allow you to a good talk before you depart from this world. Sorry, but we're not giving up yet, and we won't till the bitter end. Phoenix is gonna fucking shout objections while he's under the guillotine. There's no need to put on a brave face. Your fates were sealed with today's verdict. Worry not of Maya Fey. The Twilight Realm will cleanse the taint from that neophyte practitioner's soul. And perhaps the Holy Mother may finally forgive her. Dots. Wait, was that her attempt at comforting me? Yo, Dick, further resistance shall come to naught.
Follow you
Stop your
everywhere to
desperate
rub
struggle.
salt in wounds for the entire game.
I'm already tired of it, so I hope not. Accept the judgment that has been passed upon you, but I feel like it's gonna be the case. She obviously doesn't know me very well. Then perhaps your sentence will be commuted. And shut the fuck. Why do you always have to be like that? What are you... What? I'm simply showing some mercy. Nick here is risking his life to defend me. And that is why I told you it will come to not... No, it won't. Nick is just doing what lawyers are supposed to. He's defending his client no matter what. Enough! There's no place for Enough! CDI jokes. Anyway, there is no place for lawyers in the Hall of Justice. For we have the divination seance. But your insights were wrong. Oh boy. Don't you get it? Errors are bound to happen if your insights are accepted without question.
Present your badge.
So I ask you, Royal Priestess, what is your true duty? Do the victim's souls or the Holy Mother herself wish you to judge people in error? Ah, you dare bring her holiness name into this? No, nothing, you fuck, you dumbass. Sorry, Nick. Got a little carried away. It's not really like me, huh? Huh. Nah, I should be thanking you, Maya. It's good to have you in my corner. How dare you mock me so? We'll not get away with this. She's already being put on death row. What the fuck more do you want? I was a fool to show you compassion, and to think I could convince you to accept your fate. Struggle all you want. You'll receive your just deserts, as the scorn of our kingdom is heaped upon you. I can see straight through that contorted smile on your face, you know. She may say these terrible things. It's just the way she was raised, I guess.
Death is not enough.
Well, there's not enough. I'm gonna listen to that right now. Could you try to remember what happened one more time? I've been trying as hard as I can, but I can't remember anything from the middle of the right onward. Oh, right. You suddenly felt sleepy and everything after that's a blank. Even so, I didn't kill anyone. I'm not the one going around dressed like Lady Kira. Although it's kind of
She
cool to
reminds me
think
of
there's
that
a
smug
mysterious
butler
female
from
vigilante
AA
out there.
versus Layton.
A smug butler? I don't remember that at all. Huh? Smug butler. Yeah, no, I don't
The
remember that.
blue-haired girl.
Still don't remember. Whatever, fuck it. Very close to Acolyte Zealot. We met several times during the meetings about the rite, but I didn't know him very well. He seemed pretty quiet. Didn't you eat together the day before the rite? Yeah, he ate this one super stinky dish, but it was actually really good. I wasn't sure I'd like it, but it was love at first bite. Like, you know how salty noodles at Eldoon's noodles? It's like if you added garlic and herbs to that and let it simmer for a really long time. It's more like a hot pot than ramen to me at that point. Now it's ramen too. So what was Acolyte Zealot like when you were eating? He seemed to be enjoying the food, but as soon as we were done, he left to go pray. What did you do? Oh, I returned to the temple to prepare for the rite. It coincides with Mrs. Emmy's description. Any idea who might be pretending to be Lady Kira? When the rite started, it was just me and Abbott Enmy. But the seance vision showed a third figure who looked like Lady Kira. I know. Lady Kira, I wish I could have seen her in the flesh. Yeah, let's stay focused on the case, okay? Supposed to have been impossible for a third party to enter the inner sanctum. But what if she came from the sky? You know, like that bushy-bearded paratrooper. That mountain would have been no match for Lady Kira's wings. That's from the Plume Punisher TV show, right? How did you know? Because the real Lady Kira doesn't have wings. Ooh, I've got it this time. There must be a secret room at the secret door at the inner sanctum. Did you know that there are 88 secret Plume Punisher bases here in Crayon? Can we please stop talking about the Plume Punisher for a sec? Keeping it real is much harder than it looks. Well, I should get going now. Sorry I wasn't any help. Don't worry, I've got this. We'll beat the charges tomorrow and be on the first plane back home before you know it. I'll go grab dinner at Eldoon's and your favorite burger joint. You pick. Sounds good. I think I'll get the extra large hamburg steak topping on my salty bowl. What? Best of both worlds. Have whatever you like, but first I have to beat the charges. I almost forgot. What is it? I have a favor to ask. Okay, but why are we whispering?
Burger.
I forgot I left something at IP's house. It's super important.
Hamburger.
Would you mind getting and holding on to it for me? Sure, so what's the super important thing? That bag I find a folding book. It's only given to the priestess who performs the riot. It's called the Tomb of Secrets. That's sounding important. How could you leave something like that just laying around? Explains all the whispering. If I'll find out, I'll fuck with break heck. Look, it's got Lady Kira's real name written in it, so... Oops, don't tell anyone I told you that. In fact, just forget anything else. It's supposed to be secret. So, Tome of Secrets contains secrets? Imagine that. Wow. What are you whispering about? Nothing. It's just you forgot something, so I told her I'd go get it. You're up to something, I just know it. Thanks, Nick. Counting on you. No problem, Maya, but why are you breaking the fourth wall?
He is whispering even in his mind. Thanks, Nick.
Hello, anybody home? No answer. Alright, I guess she fucked off. Let me just get the thing. Watching you like a warbod, Barbhead. You better not steal anything. Yeah, whatever.
Thanks, Dickman.
Fuck my suck, dick man. Here's Maya's bag. What is that strange patch on her bag? It's a steel samurai. He's the hero of an action hero show back in my country. Actually, my favorite show. It's got all sorts of merchandise related to it. I see he looks strikingly similar to the Plume Punisher. They are similar, but Steel Samurai definitely came first. I see. How interesting. My thought seems genuinely intrigued. There must be a common thread between Plume Punisher and Steel Samurai fans. Come to think of it, didn't Maya mention something about trading with a Plume Punisher fan? But I digress. I better find what you asked me to look for. Let's see here. Supposed to be the Tome of Secrets that Maya was talking about. He says out loud. Well, Barbed Head, are you finished now? Hold on a sec. The string around it is coming undone. Whoops. Oh. Ah, you fool! Not lay your eyes upon it. Put it away quickly before we go blind. Relax, man just slipped. This is the Tome of Secrets. Are you trying to get us cursed? Yes. Lady Kira is liable to swoop down and gouge your eyes out. Oh, right. This book is related to Lady Kira, isn't it? Benevolence, would you mind if I ask you some questions? This is not something I would normally speak about to an outsider such as you. Oh, can't you make an exception? Come on. Like, come on. What of this folding book? Yeah, I see. Alright, gotcha. This very important tome is bestowed upon the priestess in the purification rite. I already knew that. What's written inside? Really? Is it alright to reveal that? Your benevolence? Patience. The book contains Lady Kira's true name. A true name? Is a name really that important of a secret? To a Crayoness priestess, a person's name is one of the most important things to know. What's so important about a name? Without a name, a priestess's voice will fail to reach a person's minima. It is much like trying to send a letter without the recipient's address. The spirit can only be identified once you know the deceased's face and name. Oh, I get it. It's like when you see someone in a crowd you recognize, but you don't know their name. It makes it impossible to get their attention. Indeed, you must know a spirit's face and true name before you can commune with it. It is the same for Crayonism's most secret art, one that my mother alone may use. Queen has a secret art? Channeling spirits. Something in foreign that you can never hope to guess. Thanks, game. I have no brain of my own, so I'm glad you showed me that flashback. Should pretend this is all new to me. Besides, I get the feeling that she secretly really wants me to tell Could you tell me about this secret art?
Secret art.
Come again? Oh, sorry. Maybe we shouldn't talk about this. It is a secret after all, right? It is the secret art of spirit channeling. But I suppose those words are meaningless to you. Just surprised how willing you are to tell me about it. Third-rate Laurie could not channel spirits simply by learning of the technique. Third-rate is a bit harsh. I'd even settle for second.
It's the art that is secret.
What is it? You have the look of a tentacle tag frog upon your face. What? What the fuck is that? Spirit channeling. It's where a medium lets a spirit possess their body to return to our world, right? Well now, I see you have done your homework. Oh, I guess I studied a bit. With the power of spirit channeling, one can bring back even the most ancient of spirits. Quite a magnificent power, is it not? Never seen her eyes light up like this before. I imagine they're pretty shocked when they came back from ancient times. Indeedly, a spirit's memory is cut off at the moment of death, so even a spirit that is brought back after centuries doesn't sense any gap in time. Between the moment of its death and the moment it's channeled. Yes, and yet it clearly recalls all of the memories it had in life. Thus, even heroes and scholars of antiquity can be channeled and directly learned from. Queens have also used this power to help the rulers of neighboring lands seek counsel. That's why we have never been invaded, and how we have maintained our unique culture. So, spirit channeling is a really effective tool for international politics. It is indeed.
They channel them so the spirit can get a hamburger.
Yeah, I hope so. And that is why only those within the power to channel spirits may rule our kingdom. But of late, there has been an endless influx of illegal immigrants from neighboring lands. The fools come seeking the same great power as my mother. Illegal immigrants. Yes, it is becoming quite a problem. We should probably put up a wall or something. Some have lost their way in life and look to Kranism for their salvation. Among them are also those of dubious nature who have been driven from their own lands. Dubious nature? Driven from their own land? Gasp and Pain definitely fit that bill. But they sure weren't treating him like an illegal alien. Can you channel spirits? I'm but the royal priestess. There's still much that I must learn.
Make the country good once more.
As of now, the divination sounds takes me to the very limit of my ability. You're just mocking me in your mind, weren't you? Don't be ridiculous. It's written all over your face, you fuck, you ass. Divination seance was once one of the important rules fulfilled by the Queen. What my mother taught me when I was little. The Queen can perform the dance of devotion, that'd be a sight to see. Someday I'll be a powerful priestess and queen just like my mom. Divination seance is a vital part of my training. Yeah, whatever, dude.
The dance of tendies.
We're quite done now. More important things to do than to stand here and talk about spirit channeling. Sure. It doesn't. If the Queen is a spirit medium, are you about to suggest that my mother was channeling Lady Kira? Ah! Guess she saw that one coming. Or is there
Why
indeed
is
a
spirit
wightless
channeling
breed?
hereditary anyways? That would hint that it's genetical.
It is genetical. Like we've established that in previous games. Like we had this game where you were like the first game where Pearl was introduced, like the whole dealio about like the Branch family and the main family in Maya's village and whatever, and how some like don't get the spirit channeling thingy and others do. Like Pearl's mom didn't have it, but Pearl was really strong and whatever, and there only women get it, but not men and whatever. Anyway. On the day of the rite, my mother was engaged in other duties at the palace. Of course.
Yes, but how would genes work like that?
Who gives a shit? My mother is a very busy woman, and the idea itself is preposterous.
It's midichlorians.
Yes. You truly believe that Queen of Crayon would personally battle the insurgents? That's precisely what makes you third rate. But it wouldn't be the Queen, it would be Lady Kira then. So, well, whatever. Anyway, I need to continue looking for leads, so... Over there, after him, don't let him escape. Where's all that racket? What? The escaped prisoner surfaced here in town? And McGurd, escaped prisoner. Prisoner in the cell. You mean that guy with the bushy beard? There's no reason to panic. The police are on his trail. No longer a suspect, but he might know something considering he was at the
Big
scene of
Boss
the crime.
is here again.
Let's go take a look. Wait. Oh, my back. Need to do some stretching and stuff. Ah, Mr. Wright. Hey, Albie, what's up? Are you alright, sir? 1 second. I'm not doing all that. Have you seen that escaped prisoner around here? Oh, so that's why all those police came rushing over here. I heard them saying something about an escaped prisoner disappearing in this area. Disappeared in this area? He couldn't have taken it to the air again, could he? Barbed head. Told you to wait! Too dangerous for you around here, your benevolence. This ball could be lurking nearby. What sort of a princess would I be if all it took was an escaped prisoner who has killed people to frighten me? Alright, sure. I can't be responsible if something happens to you. As long as I'm here, though, I might as well search the area myself. If I were an escaped prisoner, where would I hide? Is it a bird? Hey, Albie, what's this cow-like animal? It's a yak, and they carry heavy loads and provide milk. Indispensable partners in our daily lives. Interesting. Hey, they're kind of cute up close.
He's in Albie's bag.
Oh, and they're all surprised for the meat. You know, the meat you enjoyed so much last night? Oh, partner must mean something else here. Why? People also eat horse meat. That manhole
I
cover.
carry milk and provide heavy loads.
Well, what is it? Shadow? Isn't it that someone there's something in the manhole? I wonder. Picture do track more evolve if he had something with the rebel scent on it. I don't know. Something he might have touched. Ba ba ba. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Here should do. How about this? Nope, it works. Think you picked up the thingy. Mind if I burrow should do for a bit? All means. I had no idea you could do this. Yeah, go get him, boy. Your
What a
benevolence.
regular
I'm heading
hound
down
dog.
the manhole now. Could be dangerous, so please wait here. Wait! Don't worry, I won't commit any of those misdeeds you're so worried about. It's not what I fear. There may be a vicious insurgent lurking down there. Oh, are you worried about me? No. No. Simply wondering why you would go to such length in your investigation. After all, if you would simply withdraw from this case, they might commute your sentence. I just prove my
Oh
innocence.
boy, are we having a sewer level?
Would a
How
dog
can you be so
even know
sure?
to track a scent without training?
She has already been found guilty. No, but it's a trope, so who gives a shit? Ah, the endless flashbacks. I believe it. If she says she's innocent, and that means she's innocent. Lawyers must trust in their clients to the bitter end. That's just what we do. You fucking lame nerd. Piss off. Alright, I'm pissing off. To the piss sewers. Wait, come back here. It's pitch black down here. Can't see a thing.
The game expects your brain to be so
Bravo.
rotten from the anime that they provided flashbacks. How nice of them.
I don't even remember if the flashbacks were that bad, like so often in the previous games. I know there were some, but I don't remember them being this frequent. What happened? Went down into the manhole and then kablamo. Oh hey, nice thing on the wall there. Nice suit. Oh, you finally came to? Ah, I don't remember that face anymore. Yeah. Make me no mistake, it's him. Yikes. Sorry, got a little rough with you back there. Thought you were the cops. Why are you making that face? Hey, want an apple? Whew, I thought he was going to kill me. I'll pass
Good
on the
old
apple, but
militant
thanks.
groups with armbands.
What is this place? It's the office of my brother-in-arms, Dirk. Right now, we're using it as a rebel safe house. Wait, back up a sec. What kind of office is this exactly? Law office, what else? Really? Dirk used to be a lawyer? Yep, just like you. Friends, public enemy #1 is an ex-lawyer? Didn't see that coming. I don't suppose I'll be coming around here anymore. You won't? Are you planning to flee or something? It's just, I want to get out of the rebel business. Tired of being hunted by the cops and all that. So I came by today to pick up the loss of my stuff. Really? I'm gonna sell Dirk's info to the Minister of Justice and slip out a crayon. Wait a second. You're a key person of interest in this case. You can't go running off like that. Also, did he just say he was gonna fucking sell out his brother? Fucking what? Relax, will you? I'll tell you whatever you need to know. Oh, I'm sorry about punching your lights out back there. My bad. So, Mr. Lawyer Man, what do you want to know? Tell me about the murders of the High Priest Thrust and me and his acolyte Praise a lot. Sure, I'll tell you whatever I can. Don't know if it'll be much help, though. I mean, I'm not a rebel anymore, so... I wonder how true that really is. Wait, before we do that...
Brother.
Brother! Is this a parting gift for me leaving the rebels? No, you can't keep it. I'm just asking what I can for now. Lame. Tell me everything you know about the High Priest's murder. Well, as you know, I don't remember much about that. I banged my head on a rock as soon as I parachuted into the inner sanctum. So when I told you I had nothing to do with this murder, I meant it. Okay then, where were you when you came to after banging your head? By the time I came to, it was already dawn. Must have been out cold the whole time. So you didn't see the crime happen at all? I got that right. And why did you say you did what you testified? Oh, about that. Since I didn't remember a thing, I was afraid that seemed suspicious, so I came up with that whole story. Do you even realize how much trouble this big fat lie has cost me? Sorry for trouble. It was definitely my bad.
He's a pretty cool dude.
He doesn't seem very sorry to me. So the bottom line is, you weren't at the scene of the crime, but weren't involved. Got it. So Dirk used to be a lawyer? Yep. He was a force to be reckoned with back when he was still practicing. He was a juggernaut of the law and as mighty as a dragon. He could strike terror into prosecutors' heart just for glaring at him. People call it his dragon's glare. He even got criminals to confess and pass out with a well-paced glare. You've got to be kidding me. Most important of all, he would never surrender. He'd fight for the accused no matter how the odds were stacked against him. Is that what you mean by the will of the dragon? Yep, that would be it. Actually, your work in court yesterday was mighty impressive too. You didn't give up no matter how hard of a beating you took. Not unlike Dirk, am I that? Oh, thanks, I guess. Even if a big part of that beating I took was because of you. Is that coat yours, Mr. Arbal? Nah, it belongs to the rebel leader, Dirk. It's pretty impressive. I like the color too. I'm gonna try it on. Really? You sure it's okay? Of course. Bet it would look great on you. Well then, don't mind if I do. Ah! It smells all moldy. Ha 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 ha! I can't believe you fell for it. Thing's been hanging there forever. Note to self, don't trust this guy ever again. What's this thing with the dragon on it? Some kind of sign? Yep, that was his business sign back when he was Dirk's office. Used to be a lawyer, right? That he was, but it was a really long time ago. This place has seen better days, that's for sure. Well, I hope you can put his sign back up someday. I want to hold my breath. Spoiler. You guys get electricity? Yeah, but the power goes out occasionally. It's pretty inconvenient. You're telling me. Sometimes it goes out for the entire day. What about the stuff in the refrigerator? Why don't you see for yourself? Forget I asked. I'm afraid of what might I find.
Lizards.
That too? Oh my god. Lizard. What are these hanging here? Lizards. If so, they're pretty big. There's a sewer lizard. You call them that because they live in the sewer and grow bigger than your average lizard, which makes them fine eating. Wait, eat these? What else do you do with them? Here, try one. Pass. I'll definitely pass. You're missing out on a fine treat, my man.
Liz shirts.
Somehow I think I'll live without it. Do you eat the spoiler as well, or like what? This looks like a photo of Dirk and his compatriots. And here's one that looks really old. Well now. Who could this be? Wow, this was taken about 20 years ago. Those are Dirk's sons. Really? Are we going there? Okay, game. This is rebel leader Dirk in the center. He doesn't look so evil. Both of his sons look kind of familiar. On the left is Yudi. No, but you know him as Prosecutor Shatmati.
Who are
What?
those nerds?
Oh boy, the backstory starts to unravel.
That he is. Yudi was once a rebel too. He used to really respect his old man, both as his father and as a lawyer. Why did he become a prosecutor? Being a lawyer in this kingdom is the same as signing your own death warrant. The kind of Defense Culpability Act, right? Yep, that's why Yudi decided to be a prosecutor instead. Wanted to spark a revolution from the inside, so he dove right into the enemy's den. Would have never guessed it looking at him now. Can say that again. Dirk is battling to change Crayon's legal system. The Wolf of Dragons spurs him on. We all thought Yudi was taking up the mantle to carry on that well too. I'm sure he'd help overthrow Garon one day, but as you've seen, he now uses the law to do our bidding. Dirk's been beside himself, so he no longer carries the will of the dragon in him, huh? I wonder what happened.
So Apollo is foreign.
What about the other child in the photo? That's Dirk's adopted son, but he's gone back overseas. His name's Apollo. What? He's a rascal, that one. And his voice could shake the entire room. I imagine he's out there raising high hell somewhere. Haha. Yeah, I'm sure he's doing just fine. Considering how far he's
Never
come,
mind.
Mr. Ariball's description really doesn't do Apollo justice. Ah, nice pun there. Fuck you. He's a responsible young man now. He never lost that loud voice, though. Incense and white flowers. And the flowers are still fresh. They must have been put here maybe today or yesterday. Did you put these here, Mr. Arval? Something wrong with flowers? Oh no, it's just a traditional thing in Crayon. Ain't no mind. There's a knife driven deep into a photo of the Queen. I guess the rebels really hate her. Better remember to stay on their good side. There are bowls and platters of food there. They're so warm, as if this was all recently prepared. Must have a pretty big appetite, Mr. Arball. Ha ha ha. Guys as big and strong as me, got even bigger appetites, you know? He just fled from the police. I know you could eat this much after all that excitement.
Don't forget to check out their family photo of his other son, Bobby Fulbright.
First, let's start with an appetizer. Did you know that Dirk later adopted a daughter? He called her Athena. And also, did you know that Dirk and Phoenix are actually distant cousins? And fucking, where's he getting all those apples from? Wanna join me, Mr. Lawyer Man? Get plenty of sewer lizards too. Thanks, but I already ate. Is this a law book? The dragon's mark's been branded on into the cover. That's Dirk's law book. Really? Leader of the rebels? Not Dirk. That's right. And that mark of the dragon is the emblem of the rebellion. The pages in this one section really are dirty. It's a section of the Defense Culpability Act. You must have done a ton of research for that. You practically wore out the entire section. Well, I gotta start packing. Who knows when they might catch up with me if I don't scram soon. Please wait, I need to ask you something. Go ahead, shoot. Mirabel's trying to do. Dots. And why were you at the inner sanctum in the first place?
It's Law Book of Secrets.
Whoops, that's internal. Oh, fuck. Why is there not fucking a button to skip all of it, like instantaneously? Why were you at the inner sanctum on the day of the murder? More precisely, what were you trying to do there? I was trying to escape from the prison, that's all. But that high priest was a fool for getting taken in by Dirk. He should have tried hightailing it out of Crayon like I'm doing. Nice. Ah.
It's a punishment for pressing it again.
What
idiot.
exactly are you trying to hide, Mr. Arball? Huh? I'm not hiding anything. No way, dude.
Here we go again.
Take that!
I'm going to ask you again. Why were you at the inner sanctum on the day of the murder? More precisely, what were you trying to do here? You can keep asking, but the answer is still the same. He's trying to escape from prison, that's all. But that high priest was a fool. He fell for Dirk's line and sold his own country out. You say such things about him. He helped you escape, didn't he? Don't you even care about what happened to him? Nope, he's getting out of the rebellion anyway. He should open his eyes. He never stood a chance against the Garon regime. Hang on, do you really believe what you're saying? Didn't the high priest's death really hurt you on the inside? Like I just said, she couldn't care less about the whole thing. I beg to differ. This wouldn't be here in this room if you didn't feel a thing.
Take that!
These flowers are offered in memory of the dead here in Crayon. High priest's death hit you hard, so you've been grieving in here alone, haven't you? Well, yee-ho! Those flowers don't mean anything. It's just Crayonese way of saying goodbye. I had to factor at your mourning his death. Reading into this too much. Told you. I'm done with the rebellion. Haven't you ever heard Dirk or the rest of them for a few days? And tomorrow I'm planning to kiss this kingdom goodbye. No, I know you've been in contact with the other rebels lately. What? I don't believe it. Habib it! I found this prayer flag at the Plaza of Devotion. You wrote a message on it and left it behind for your fellow rebels, didn't you? Yeah. Brought this food for you at your request. Ooh ha ha. So you're lying about leaving the rebels. You're still involved with Dirk and the rest of them, aren't you? Are you ready to tell me the truth now? Oh, you're good, Mr. Lawyer Man. I admit it. I requested a grub. I was just taking advantage of him, that's all. What do you mean? My face plastered all over the place. I couldn't stay out in the open anymore. So I just took advantage of my former comrades for some grub and a place to hide. He's gonna kiss this kingdom goodbye tomorrow. I'm not buying it. You're obviously lying. I can tell just by looking at you. The white-hot flames of revolution definitely still burn inside of you. What? It's ridiculous. These flames burned out a long time ago. I don't actually know for this one.
I'm guessing the dragon mark.
I guess so. I guess it was right. Dirk's law book. I'm no lawyer, so what's that got to do with me? Look at the mark. It's mark that stands for an unwavering commitment. It's Dirk's way of representing the will of the dragon. Yeah, so what? You have that same mark on the scarf tied around your left arm. You wouldn't be wearing that if you were no longer a rebel. I forgot to take it off, that's all. No, as a one-up man, that should have been the first thing you took off. The fact that you haven't hidden that mark yet proves you're still a rebel. Ooh-wee. Think what you want, but you don't know nothing about me. Nah, you're wrong. You wear your hearts and your beliefs right on your sleeve, just like me. Okay. Take that! When a person's back is against the wall, they always fall back on what they believe in. Just as I always have my badge, you always have the will of the dragon with you. Would you risk your life for your beliefs? No, I wouldn't. No? No, because I wouldn't be much use to my clients dead. Now admit it. You've never once thought about leaving the Defiant Dragons, have you? Now look in your eyes, it's just like Dirk's. It's like get the will of the dragon inside you too.
The badge found its use.
Finally. I had planned to take you out if you turn out to be on the side of the royals. But I think I can trust you. Can't believe I was that close to getting shanked here. It's like you said, I have no intention of leaving Dirk's group. In other words, you were testing me. You're a foreigner, and a lawyer who's been charged with abetting a criminal to boot. And I've seen a fair share of lawyers get pardoned after weeping at the feet of the Queen. Well, I'm going to keep fighting till the end. Yeah, I can see that now. Sorry I haven't doubted you. So what are you doing here anyway? Came to get the secret hideout key from a helper. Secret hideout? Yep, I was supposed to get my next order from Dirk there. But the town's swarming with cops thanks to that murder. Nothing I can do about that. What about the other order Dirk was supposed to give you? Gonna have to abort that mission. I'm just lying low, waiting for a chance to make contact with Dirk again. Hey, why the long face? Thought you'd be able to tell me something about the High Priest's murder. Sorry to disappoint you. Oh, I know. Let me make it up to you with this. What the fuck is that? A Dragon Ball? This orb is actually a key. It opens the door to one of our secret hideouts. Can't say any more than that. Anyway, I hope it helps. This orb is a key? Yep, plus the hideout's in a totally unexpected location. Being that it's super secret, we wouldn't have just any ordinary key. See, the Okay, what's... Okay, fine. This will help you unravel the truth. I'll mention it beside your fellow brother in arms, finding it powers up me. It'll help you. Feel free to pick my brain about it more. So I don't see how that orb could ever be useful, like in court. If you ever come to a thing where like there's an orb-shaped indentation that the orb could fit into, we can't actually present it. Like say, hey, this is like a key for a secret hideout. Let's try it out. You know, because then it would be a rebel and like lose anyway. So I don't. Well, whatever. Everyone's been talking about the return of Lady Kiera lately. Well, my friend Maya suspected of being the rebel hunter disguised as Lady Kiera. Wouldn't happen to know who she really is, though, would you? Beats me, but whoever she is, she bushwhacked me and hauled me off to jail. Even worse, on top of attacking us and delivering us to the cops.
You will probably find a way to use it sooner than that.
She's been watching us like a hawk
Well,
and framing us for
find the
different
secret
crimes.
hideout now.
Watching you like a hawk, framing you for crimes? Why would anyone go to all that trouble? The kingdom likes to pretend that its people are free to think what they want. Because of that, the authorities can't arrest you just for sympathizing with the rebellion. So they resort to framing people for things they didn't do. And that Lady Kiera figure is... Yep, she's just some lick spittle working for the Garan regime. Wow. Even without the DC actor, and his insurgent scumbuddy's eyes are numbered. Let's just say I got a little trick up my sleeve, so watch it. Deck. Oh, was talking about Lyric here, huh? Wants combat skills, detailed surveillance, and clever setups. He's no amateur, if you ask me. You're saying the monarchy is using Lady Kiera to secretly take out the rebels? Exactly. The Garan regime is using her to control the people, even down to what we think. Why don't the people protest if the monarchy is doing things like that? Fortunately, we don't have any conclusive evidence, and without that, we can't prove anything. Ah, I know that feeling. If I bring this up in court, they'd probably dismiss it out of hand. I have to must Lady Kiera if I want to get anywhere. Our goal to get rid of that evil, no good defense culpability act. I tell just by looking at Dirk's lawbook. The DC Act has turned this kingdom into a corrupt cesspool. The false charges are overlooked and prosecutors are the only ones heard in court. It's been 23 years since it was first enacted. What happened 23 years ago to make them pass such a terrible law? The assassination of Queen Amara. That's where it all began. Dirk assassinated the former queen, didn't he? That's the official line, but... The official line? His charges were completely trumped up. Dirk was framed, I'm telling you. He was? Plus, Dirk was a lawyer. Once the people thought a lawyer had killed the queen, they turned against all lawyers. And that's how the DC Act was first passed. That's why there aren't any lawyers left. Even worse, they changed the significance of the divination seance. They were holding seances in court even before the DC Act? You bet they were. Lawyers and prosecutors used to hotly contest the insights that came out of seances. You mean like what I've been doing? Right, it's like Dirk used to say. A royal priestess's insights are just another piece of evidence. Right. See what you mean about the significance. Yep, insights became the only truth, and arguing against them was bad. Yes, thank you for the 3 billion fucking flashbacks. Oh my god, I can't even skip this fucking text! Skip it! Fuck! This kingdom's a shadow of its former self. It's become a dictatorship where the royals use the fear of trumped-up charges to rule. And that's what Dirk's been rebelling against? Yep. All we want is to live in a kingdom with a fair and impartial legal system. There's only one way to make that come true. Overthrow the current regime. Alright. Well, PW, my friend, it's about time for me to get going. After all, I am the fangs of the defiant dragons.
Darn monarchists.
That's horrible! Not going to do that alley-oop thing again, are you? Just getting to that. See you when you see you. Alley-oop! Okay, bye. Well, I guess we're friends now. But enough about that. I've already spent way too much time in here. Let's tell Her Highness about this. Or whatever, her benevolence, or fuck it. The kid. Phew, finally got out of there. It's alright. So glad you're okay. I'm so worried about you. What happened to him anyway? He came out of the manhole about 5 minutes after you went in. Sorry it wasn't much help. Well, did you find anything out of worth? Oh, I tripped and fell down there. Must have been out cold for a while. Better keep things to myself for now. I figured as much. Have to find that secret hideout Mr. Arbol was talking about. Probably start with places that have something to do with the High Priest. Okie dokie. You already searched here, did you not? Oh, just thought I'd look around again. You know, in case I missed something. Probably shouldn't tell her I'm looking for the secret hideout. You have a saying back home, leave no stone unturned.
His house?
Huh? Oh, yeah. You cannot stump me. I know that one. Actually, I don't have a clue is written all over your face. Alright. It's gonna be this. We already looked at this thingy. Should take a closer look later. Oh my god, it has a hole in it. Hey, his eye's missing. What are you doing? It's not, touch that. That shape.
Take that!
What a difficult puzzle.
Man, I knew it! This is really a good idea, dude. Well, fine, whatever. What? Must be at a loss for words, and that doesn't happen too often.
Birds are proud creatures.
Also, like, modern science would detect us, like... Not even modern science, like, just fucking knocking on the wall would detect us. You can hear the fucking echoes in there. Whatever. What is this place? Explain yourself.
Maya was right. There is indeed a secret room with a secret entrance.
I don't really know much myself, but it seems to be a secret rebel hideout. I'm shocked there's a secret door here. I imagine that goes double for a fa. Rebel hideout in the inner sanctum? So we'll pat for this? Well, for now, I think I'll have a look around. Wait, must not enter before the police. Don't worry, won't disturb anything. At least I'll try not to. Besides, with you watching over me, it should be fine, right? And, you see. Fine, just please stop pleading your case. I can only stand so much lawyerly drivel.
Why would anybody do that? It's sacred place.
And I will be presenting all information gleaned from your police. Sure, whatever. Let's go. We'll go no further. Oh, right, you're not supposed to come in contact with the taint of Lady Kira's battles. Very good. Sure, whatever. I'll be watching like thingy from thingy. Move it! Fuck! I believe this to be a sacred space that enshrines the source of the spring water. That makes sense. The rebels must have converted it into a secret hideout. What about that Warbod revolving door? I wonder if that too was originally intended to hide and protect a sacred space. I think those filthy rebels are scheming their schemes in this most sacred space. Yeah. I think I'll start by taking a picture of the place. Good thing I brought a camera. Snap that. Just not take photos. She won't be tainted as long as she doesn't touch anything. Okay. Now, to search every nook and cranny. Just because it's hard for me to see your every move, do not use that as an excuse to touch or break things. Already first time, jeez. Weapons, and lots of them too. And luckily you found them before they could be used. Excellent work, Dick.
This peaceful rebellion sure has a lot of guns.
So this is the water source that supplies the inner sanctum spring. Goes through the channel built into the floor before heading outside. The Akira uses the sacred water to wash the taint of battle from her body. Whilst the net red like the water in the spring. Large stone slab, it's shaped like a magatama, looks rather unstable, better tip over in an earthquake. What's that earthy grass-like smell? The smell of the moss that covers the stone. Looks like some of the moss about halfway up has been disturbed. Wonder why that is. Whoa! The slab's starting to wobble. What's happening? What have you done? Nothing? Oh, that was not level. It looked unstable. Probably best not to touch again. Yeah, but what about the fucking fingerprints on it, dude? Not gonna comment on that? Well, fine, whatever then. What's this? Bloodstain. Should probably try to figure out what happened in here. Police. Hey, that reminds me. Emma gave me something just for times like these. Thought it might help your investigation. Here, it's all yours. And to bring you a bunch of other forensic tools, they were confiscated at the airport. Luminol. Oh boy.
Let us conduct forensic investigation.
What the fuck? There's clearly stuff here. Oh, okay, thanks, game. It's a huge bloodstain. Something big must have happened here. Perhaps the High Priest's blood flowed in there from under the Warbod statue. There's definitely a lot of blood here. But it's impossible to say much else at this point. I'll just take a picture for now. Oh right, luminol reactions don't show up in photos. I'll just have to take some notes. That should do it. Noticed before, but the bloodstain looks like it was smeared away in one place. Because of the Warbod revolving door. Sure was. Looks like an order from Dirk. What's this? Let me see that. I thought you're not supposed to touch anything in here. This is an exception. Let's see here. Oh, holy mother. What? It's an order intended for the rebel named Daz. It reads, offer a right to infiltrate the palace under the guise of returning Lady Kira's costume. And search for clues about that incident from 23 years ago, Dirk. 23 years ago? It must mean the assassination of Queen Amara. I wonder what the rebels are up to. It's intriguing and all, but it doesn't seem related to the case at hand. Will not do. No need to do that. This order will never be carried out. Lady Kira's costume is still here, and Abadim is no longer able to aid the rebels. I knew that. There's a Plume Punisher calendar here. Ah, now I understand. The villains in the Plume Punisher are based on the insurgents. Watching the show must have roused their ire against Lady Kira. I doubt that's it. Look. What's up? There's a Plume Punisher clock. Why, I believe it's a limited edition promotional item given to 50 lucky viewers. It's rare. Item plays the Plume Punisher team theme song every hour. Jesus Christ, how annoying. Hand it over now, Barb Hill. She snatched it away from me. No matter what she says, Rayfi is definitely a huge fan. What a fine item. And this switch, if I'm right... Yes, now I see. Insurgents who use this room must be Plume Punisher fans. Maybe so, but I don't see how it's relevant to this case. Wait, whoops. What else? Oh. The statue door rotates when you pull this chain. See, and you must shut the door and destroy its mechanism. We'll deprive the insurgents of access to this place. But wouldn't that trap me in here? Not to worry, I'll come to visit you once in a year.
What about the flag in upper left?
Oh yeah, that's a thing. How dare those filthy insurgents raise their banner amid such a secret place. Just burn it at once. Didn't you tell me not to touch or damage anything? Heh, it's an exception. Very well if you will not do it, and I will. Your benevolence, I thought you're not supposed to come in here. Ah! Once the strange customs of this kingdom are working in my favor. There's something under the banner. A microphone? It's this thing, yeah. Is someone trying to record something with it? Well, I think that covers about everything in here. Mr. Wright, you shouldn't have come in here before the police. Sorry, but I was in a hurry. I didn't do anything I wasn't supposed to. Your benevolence can attest to that. It is your fault for being so slow. I expect the police to work faster and more efficiently. Sorry. Well, Barbed Head, have you not already seen enough? Guess it's about time I get back to temple and go over the thing I've learned. Yay. Welcome back, Mr. Wright.
Investigation success.
Unfortunately, I didn't find anything conclusive. No way. I don't understand, Barbed Head. Why don't you understand? Why you did not commit any misdeeds during the investigation? After all, lawyers pride their trade primarily through illicit means and methods. What? Who told you that? My mother. Are you saying she was wrong? Yes. You must have committed some sort of misdeed right under my nose. Or so, she wasted her whole day following me around. What's up? Prosecutor Shatmati has need of me. What's going on? I must go perform a divination seance for Praise Zealot. It is a custom for the prosecution to review its contents before trial begin. Sure. Third time will be the charm. Night sides will find it, bring it to the next tomorrow. I'll do it out of the fighting blessing. Okay, bye. Actually, I'm not really looking forward to seeing her tomorrow, especially without any solid evidence. Why don't we go over everything you know so far? Alright, let's see here. Acolyte Zealot was killed during the rite
Well,
of the
you
Lady
timed
Kira's
the end
dagger.
of the chapter quite well.
Amaya's fingerprints were found on it. It's not very good. Oh no, it's the very definition of being up a creek of paddle without a paddle. Whatever. The day before his murder, Zealot enjoyed a meal with the High Priest, his wife Amaya. I also learned about spirit channeling here
What
in
a
Crayon.
Goku get him attitude.
None of that sounds very helpful. But they are something interesting. That the rebel hunting Lady Kira might be working for the Justice Minister. What? Our kingdom is supposed to be ruled through faith and laws. Can't allow the people to be controlled by fear and violence. Oh, but that sounds like something a rebel might say. It does? That Lady Kira really is one of the Minister Inga's subordinates. I would exonerate Miss Maya. Fortunately, I have no way of proving it in court. Oh, that's too bad. Almost forgot about the secret rebel hideout we found at the Inner Sanctum. Yeah, that thing that happened like 5 seconds ago. Almost forgot about it. Thanks for reminding me, game. Wow, a secret room? That will be a huge hit with tourists. What I mean is that hideout could be important to your case. Maybe, but it's still too early to tell. Looks like I'm headed to court with. Yeah, you know. That secret hideout that easily shows that someone else could have been at the scene of the crime. No useful evidence at all. Just to pray that something appears. Princess Rayfaw's divination seance might be my only hope. There's some new information in it that might help. Divination seance? But I thought it always works
Completely
against the
useless.
accused. Not always. Spoiler. Right, it's like Dirk used to say, the royal priestess insides are just another piece of evidence. Really? Never heard anyone say that before. It's hard to figure you out sometimes, sir. Alrighty. Mr. Wright, just want to say I'm so fucking tired. Yeah, me too, man. I want to lie down. Yay, we did it.
Good job.
Yay. Okay, bye-bye.